Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Just Bookish Things. I know it's been a really long time since I've posted anything. I've just been really busy and I haven't been able to post since like November. I had a few videos filmed, but then I ended up just not editing them and posting them because I just didn't feel like it. But yeah, so hopefully I can kind of get back on track and do some more videos. But today's video is going to be my reading goals, or just goals for 2018. I know it's the end of January, so like everybody's already done this, but I really do want to share what some of my goals are. Now, some of these I didn't create in 2018. I'm not really into New Year's resolutions, just simply because I feel like there's no point in waiting to start a goal until the new year, just because it's not like you're different. You know, it's not like, oh, on December 31st I'm this person, and then on January 1st I'm a whole new different human being. It's not really like that. So I don't really like to create New Year's resolutions, so some of these goals I actually started probably like in November, or I may have even started them, like one of them I know I started in like the summer, I think. But yeah, I have two goals, or three goals that pertain to 2018 specifically, and those are my reading goals. So my first reading goal is to read 50 books by the end of this year. Last year I read 25, so I feel like this shouldn't be too big of a deal. If it gets to the point where I can't read 50 books, then by the middle of the year, if I'm really far behind, then I'll just change it to like 20 books or something like that. But yeah, so I think it'd be cool to read 50 books. I've already read 6 books, so I'm starting out pretty good. The next one is to read half of the books I own. So I have a habit of, I will buy books and then I'll just put them on my shelf and never read them. Instead, I will get books from the library or something like that. Or I will start a book, like with the Black Prism. I bought it, I started it, and I never finished it. So I need to finish it. So I want to read at least half of the books that I own. I think I counted I own somewhere near 20 books that I haven't read yet. Some of them are nonfiction, some of them are fiction. There's like a good mix. So if I could read at least 10 of those, I think that would be a pretty good start to completing it. I know I'm going to buy more books throughout the year, and so like the number is going to change, so I'm going to stick to probably about 10 out of the 20 I own right now. Yeah, and that will cut down on some of the books that I have to read, and it'll also add to my reading goal. So then my third reading goal is to read at least one nonfiction book this year. I don't tend to read a lot of nonfiction. I think the last time I read a nonfiction that wasn't for school was probably, I don't know, like maybe my senior or junior year of high school, and I think I read Diary of Anne Frank. So I want to start reading more nonfiction books. I really love nonfiction books, and I have a lot of them. I just haven't gotten around to reading them because a lot of times they're kind of text heavy, and so they're almost like reading a textbook, and so sometimes it's hard for me to read them. But yeah, I'd like to read some more. I have a ton of books on Norse mythology, and I love Norse mythology. It is one of my favorite things. So I'd really like to finish those. And then I also want to read Guns, Germs, and Steel. I don't remember the author's name, but it's like I think it's an anthropology kind of book. It basically talks about why was it that Europe tended to like dominate over a lot of like the other parts of the world, like what made them able to. And so it kind of goes into that, and I'm interested in reading it and see what the author has to say. I was going to read it in like December, but I didn't get around to reading it before I had to return it to my library just because I wasn't really feeling it. I watched a lot of TV over the Christmas break instead of reading. So, but yeah, so I would like to read a nonfiction book. And then my next goal, I guess, for the year is just to post more on my channel. So like I said, I haven't posted since November, and I'd like to do more videos and post more videos throughout the year. I don't think I'm going to do something where it's like I pick a day and I'm always going to post on that day, so it's not like every week I'm going to post a video on Wednesday or Friday. I'm just going to, whenever I feel like posting a video, post it, and I think that will kind of cut down some of my stress and anxiety when it comes to filming for my channel. Then my next kind of bookish, I guess, related goal is to start working on my manuscript for the book that I'm writing. If you've been following me for a while, then you know that last June, I think, I started writing a book, and my goal originally was to finish the first manuscript by like the end of 2017, and that never happened because my goals are really unrealistic. I was like, I'm gonna, I don't know, my goal was I was going to write like 8 chapters every single month, and I only gave myself like 2 months to do research for my book, because one of my main characters is deaf, and so I wanted to research the deaf culture so that I could write him accurately so that people would be able to resonate with him. And once I started researching it, I realized that it is a lot more complicated than I thought. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to give myself more time on this, and I'm going to do as much research as I possibly can before I start writing, and just kind of let it like go naturally. I would like to have at least the first half of my manuscript written by summer of 2019. But yeah, so that's another big goal of mine, is just to start working on my book more and really seriously start working on it. And then my last goal is to start planning out an art channel. So I really enjoy art. It is one of my favorite hobbies aside from reading and writing. And recently I really started to get back into art. I'm trying to finish one of my sketchbooks right now, and I'm practicing different techniques and different mediums and everything. And so I'd really like to start a channel where like I do speed paints or talk about art related topics and things like that. So I think that would be really fun. So those were all of my goals for 2018. Let me know what some of your goals are in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!